Hi, I'm Danielle D'Souza. I'm 55. I am mum to Hannah and Alice, my lovely girls. They live in Edinburgh. I live with my husband Richard, and we're lucky enough to live in Burnhervey, a beautiful part of Aberdeenshire. In December 2025, I was diagnosed with metastatic endometrial cancer, which was devastating. In January 2025, I then learned the extent of the spread and the stage of the disease, which was even more devastating. It had spread past the cervix and out into the peritoneal cavity, and it was already at stage 4. One of my first thoughts the next morning when I was brushing my teeth, I thought this could be my last tube of toothpaste. And then with the gardening, I thought, what's the point? I might not be here to see what I grow. Unfortunately, at that point, surgery was not feasible because of the extent of the spread, but I started chemotherapy. My daughters christened the chemotherapy my cocktail parties to make it seem less daunting and to try to make the process a bit more doable. I lost all my hair. I didn't mind that particularly for me. I never had good hair. I loved my wig. She was called Moira. But people kept telling me how well I looked, and that emotionally was very difficult to reconcile with what was actually going on physically. My family are incredible. My husband Richard and my 2 daughters made sure I was not on my own for that first 6 months. And that, along with spring coming, shook me out of my bleak mood. Before I started treatment, I was presented with a gift. You had a little package and a scarf, thermometer, ginger sweets, hand cream, lip salve, which brought tears to my eyes actually. So a little gift like that really made me feel seen and that people knew what to do with me. Richard and I went to our first wellbeing retreat. Richard had just lost his mum to cancer as well, so actually for him, doing something different, we both had a massage, we both had a manicure. It was actually a little oasis of calm at the very hardest point of the whole experience. I think we came away feeling that our life was still normal, even though it had been totally turned on its head. And that was my first exposure to the Friends of Anchor Choir. Again, it's like a little cloud of support that just lifts you up, and making lovely sounds with all these other people who know how you feel. You don't even have to talk to each other. And making music together is such a positive and lovely thing. I always come away from choir feeling calm and happy. Just pottering in the garden or the greenhouse, it's calming, it's therapeutic, and actually it reminds you that life is good and just do it. You should never give up hope. That spring, when the bulbs started flowering and my sister came from Japan, I thought, actually, I am going to do this. This is an amazing opportunity to be part of something that means I can give back to the charity that has done so much for me, and I can pay it forward. And I also thought, if I do this, it's for my girls as well. It's for Hannah and Alice, to show them I'm not giving up. I want to see their proud faces when I'm, let's hope, in heels on that catwalk. I'm so grateful that the treatment that I had has worked, has been effective, and God willing, it will keep being effective for a long time. I'm not done yet.